Hey guys, welcome back to the Tuesday stream. We're back playing a little bit of Kerbal Space Program. My name is Twitchi, and we are, I think we're probably going for a moon mission today. I mean, it was Artemis this week. I think really we should try and like jump on that and do a few things with to do with that. And I feel like Artemis is kind of missing one thing. At least the next couple of missions are kind of missing one thing, and that is, of course, getting a land base on the go. They're going to go put the gateway up there, but I've not heard much about the permanent settlement on the moon. So let's try and correct that. Let's try and fix that. One of the other things that I want to do, well, I probably should have done before I grabbed that, is to come down here and have a look at this advanced science tech. Inside here, we have such wonders as the gravioli detector and the iconographer. But more importantly, I think to each and every one of us, hey, Obscure Reference, how are you doing, is the Drill-O-Matic and the Convertitron. That's right. I think it's time that we got on the mining thing. Let's go get on the mining thing. I'm also tempted to get the large holding tank, but I think we're alright with the technology that we have right now. Do we want to have any other technologies right now whilst we're at it? I do keep looking for the modular girder. That might be something, and the shielding docking port is also something that I look for quite often, so I'm going to grab those just to have in the background. We've got exactly 1,000 left. I think I might leave it there in case I need to grab one of these high-tech ones and not panic about it. I mean, it would be nice to go straight up to the rapiers, but we've got so much. I suppose I could have done it with the points that I've spent today, but we're going to go and make a little bit of a moon scout here. If we go back to the mission control and have a look at the mission that we just took on, it says that we need to find a suitable base to build our suitable site to build our base on. Find a suitable base, take a rover. I mean, the thing is, it only asks us for vessel type rover, so I could be really, really cheeky and land us a lander there, turn its type to rover, not even move around and just wait for 2 hours. We're not going to do that. We're going to do it properly. I am the only one here because everyone else is at school. I mean, that might be the case for a lot of people, but I don't have people gone back to school around here yet? Yeah, we got some nods. Yeah, okay, that's a thing. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, I've streamed at this time, the same time for like ever, so we're going to carry on. I'm going to jump in here. Actually, no, I wanted to go into the space plane hangar. We want to build ourselves a little moon rover. Now, what are we going to have on this moon rover? We got wheels, of course. We could be doing wheels. I did also see that iron propulsion. Oh, look, we've got the fold-in wheels. Do I use the fold-in wheels? I think I might use the fold-in wheels. I am quite fond of them. If we grab one of these, let's move over to the space plane hangar. Like, we could just build the standard rover, right? That's nice and easy. I might even do it because quite often I try and build something crazy and then like 2 hours later I'm like, well, the end of stream's coming up and we're just leaving testing phase, so let's try and build something a little bit more conventional. You know that's not what's going to happen, right? I'm just going to like lose track halfway through and we're going to build something crazy. Let's start retracted, see what's that. Does that look packable to you? Do you feel like we could put that in a fairing and have a good time? This some terrible. Is there an aim camera option here? Let's try and move this. What is this? Oh, the roof is horrific. I'm going to move this item. We're gonna move it down here so we can look at it a bit better. That was bad, yo. All right, cool. Let's grab another one and attach that to the side. I mean, we want to have ourselves a solar-powered rover. I mean, at some point I wish to move on to RTGs, but you know the power is not there right now. So I mean, we could have these fold-out ones at the back here. Let's extend those solar panels. Maybe just one though. Actually, if we do this, is that too much? Is that just overkill? Is that thing? It's just you and me for the moment, though I can guarantee that there are at least 2 or 3 other people hanging around or watching in the future. That's something that happens quite often. Let's snap this to the grid so I can align that quite nicely like so. Now, do we want this to have the ability to carry Kerbals? I would like to if we have the capability to do so. We do. So let's slam on. I'm really not liking this. Should we just move this down a little bit further? There? Is that feeling a little bit more natural? Turn off the angle snap so that it sits flat with the surface here, and then I'm going to put down 2. That makes me feel like maybe we've done something wrong here. Put down 2 seats. Let's turn off the symmetry. Turn this round with... There we go, the final button that I try. Okay, something like that. That looks a little bit better. A little bit better. Where are we going to send this? Let's go look at the moon. Shall we go look at the moon? More importantly, how do I get this... That camera is just... I'm sorry about like any vertigo that I'm giving to anyone here. That feels really bad. We're going to be sending this to the moon. At the moon, we will... Oh, wait. I bet we can do a scanning arm. Look at this. Yeah. And then we can go and check out all of the weird little, like... It's not blueberries here, but it's... Oh, look, there's a big scanning arm. That's never going to work for us, but... Is there a surface resource scan? I seem to remember that there was indeed something that we could put there. But this one, this exact one, it scans for ore within a well, we're in a kilometer. I don't know what size. If you're sending this to the moon, it's 100% overkill. Yeah. You know that like there is no kill like overkill. Hey Leanne, how you doing? Let's extend those solar panels. Bam. Okay, yeah, that's good. I like it. That's gonna work amazingly. I do wonder about the SAS control. Does this actually have any built inside it right now? No, it doesn't. Why are you so happy? I mean, like, everybody should be happy at all times. It's not a requirement, you know, don't feel bad if you don't, though I suppose you are already feeling bad. But, you know, if you can arrange it to be happy at all times, it's by far the best way to be. You've landed on the Mun. You know what? That's what I'm doing today. But congratulations, MLT. Welcome back. How you doing? How you doing? I'm trying to figure out how we're going to get an SAS module on this, not by the Power Robotics. Though by the Power Robotics might be an interesting way of doing it. I want to look in here. I mean, we just do this, right? You know, here we go. We slam that way up. Let's put snap to grid on. Or something like this. There we go. Perfect. That's a rover to be proud of, right? It's like a bumper car. Do you guys have bumper cars? Dodgems, I suppose you might call them, with a little bit of a buffer all the way around the outside. We call them bumpers. I think you guys call them fenders. I might be wrong there. Fenders might be the side of stuff. I don't know. I'm not a car person. Let's put one of these here. Now, I wonder whether we can just kind of like hide it, like put it at 45 degrees, and then move it into the body. Like, does this... I'm not immediately averse. The wheels unfurl. Let me show you that. Boing, and retract. So that's cool. Hey, Karchofka, how you doing? How you doing? You can dock, that's nice. You know, docking is one of the harder to grasp. I don't want to say it's difficult, it's something that people seem to have a lot of trouble grasping. So every time someone gets docking, I'm like super well done. Super well done. Let's try and move this back a little bit like that. Okay, so there are definitely things that we are missing here. We need like... a battery, some lights, basic things like that. Maybe we could like stick a huge battery out the back. Lights, ooh la light. Okay, here we go. Square or circle? What are you guys feeling? Or rectangle or circular, I suppose, is the phrase that I really should be going for here. Do we have one like that, or do we have two like that, or do we have two like this? Get your votes in now. By the time we finish the build, we will be making a decision. I still can't use RCS to do a docking rendezvous. I mean, you'll get that. You'll get that. Hey, Phil Magfer, how are you doing? We are finally mining. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Square. We got two. Ooh, excuse me. Square votes. Or say, Monkey, how you doing? I mean, I'm just gonna go with that initial response there. It feels pretty strong. If anybody wants to disagree, I'm always down for the dissenting opinion. Let's go like that. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I'm still not sure how we're gonna put it in the craft. No, do the time warp. Maybe if. So Dr. Captain Stubbs Esquire II turns up. I'm surprised I can remember that without him here, to be fair. His name is long and complicated. Okay, let's... Can we put these on here like this? Does that give us... No, I don't know about that. Where's it put the other one? Where has it put the other... Where's the double? That's interesting. The symmetry. Let's put this like just closer to the floor. Can we go closer to the floor? Is that gonna help? I'm not sure what's going on with the camera controls here. I feel like that should help. That should symmetry out, but it's not, and I feel mildly disappointed by it. I'm just going to pop one down and then press Alt and hold that over there. Okay, that's cool. And with the power, do we have something that can look cool as an end cap? Put on a reaction wheel and have it turn on SAS. Yeah, I'll be doing that. I hope you can do the time warp again. Maybe, maybe. Where's the small? No, that's tiny nose cone. I mean, that's a look. Like the chariots that had the spike wheels on them. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Is that what we got? Is that what we've got? I mean, maybe. I might even just leave it like that. Might want to make a wide wheel placement or an anti-flip system. Yes. The anti-flip system is actually the winner of that particular suggestion there. I might just throw throw an alligator hinge on the back here. I want to turn off symmetry, and I want to turn this. One of these directions. Okay, there we go. That's what I want. Will that just work like this? Do you think this will flip us over? Target angle bump. I mean, I should. It's gonna be awkward, isn't it? It's gonna be awkward. How about? Okay, so let's bring this back. Bring this back. Whoop. So it's gonna start off closed like this, right? Oh man, we are gonna break some solar panels. You know what? I'm going to put a sneaky emergency solar panel under here. So if all goes wrong, we've still got the ability to like limp home. I think that's a must. All right, now before I get distracted, hey Mark, how you doing? Before I get distracted, we should go ahead and put down a hydraulic cylinder. This one goes here, and don't worry, I'm gonna turn it like this, and then we're going to make it disappear into here, and we're gonna make sure that this actually does what I want it to do before we go ahead and set it up. So extending. Okay, that looks good. It looks like it comes off of the alligator hinge here, and then when we turn it over, yeah, that looks like it should right me. Does that look like it should right me? I have gone to Juna many times, many times. There is definitely a Juna trip planned at some point, but as you may have seen, I play this game, I'm gonna say slow. I don't think slowly. I pack a lot of stuff in there. So that's the thing. You don't need hinges if you have the reaction wheels. We'll do both. We'll do both. Never rely on Plan B when Plan Z is there for you. You know, like let's get as many different ways of being safe as we can there, right? Shifting your cat to your sofa. I mean, good luck with that one. My cat used to rip up a lot of my arm. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so we've got a plan B for electric. We've got a plan A for electric. We've got a scanning module just in case. Yeah, I think we're actually all right. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a stack separator, if I can remember where they are. One of these, just a tiny one, just a tiny stack separator. Actually, I'm going to go one up from that. Well, from the decoupler, I'm going to go for the actual stack separator. I'm going to actually click the thing that I said I was going to click. Because then I don't have to worry about which way up it is. I mean, I know I could just look at the arrows, don't get me wrong. Okay, am I doing anything other than just throw it? Ooh, will it fit in one of these? Will I be able to get it out of one of these? What do you guys think? Am I going to have a bit of trouble if I try and do that? I think there might be trouble. I've played this game before. I've decided that no, that is not how we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this on top of a Mark II rocket. Is that a good way of doing it? I think that might be a better way of doing it. And then if I wanted to be super smart, we could even build. How am I gonna do it? I'm going to try to do it. Let's get... Well, we need to build the small landing platform underneath, and then we're going to build a little... what's the word I want? Is it a ramp? We're gonna make a little roll-off ramp. I've never done this right. Every time that's done it, we've ended up just like shimmying the rover off the side because it's just the smarter way of doing it. But, you know, we're going to try it. We're going to try. Speaking of, I'm just going to throw in a robot control probe in between here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's good. That's good. Just, you know, so the lander can do its own thing without having to, like, worry about which way the rover is pointed. If you want my biggest tip for Kerbal, is... you know what? I'm going to go over to the other one. My biggest tip for Kerbal is definitely... allow extra control... surfaces. You know, when you right click, you get control from here. As many of those as you can, pointed as many different directions, because you're gonna want to do something weird at some point. And don't let the game restrain your weirdness. There's some life advice right there. Don't let anything constrain your weirdness. Okay, let's try and get this landing. Now, I feel like we're probably going to land on a couple of these bad boys. What do you reckon? 3? Like that? Is that? Am I going to be able to make the landing in 1.7 delta V? I think I should be able to. That's tough. Have you heard of Matt and KSP? I have. Loun, I'm guessing. I had to go grab dinner. Wow, there's been some chat. Put SAS wheel on RCS toggle. You can do that in the actions tab. Okay, yeah, I'll mess around with stuff like that in a bit. What is the advantage of stack separators over decouplers? So stack separators will separate out into their own thing. It will like blast both sides apart, and this will just end up on its own. Whereas I suppose I should really use the decoupler. It kind of makes more sense, right? Let's do it. It leaves it behind on top of here. Whereas the stack separator would then become its own bit of debris. All right, let's not do that. Let's be smart stewards. Yes. Like that? Is that good? And then if we put a little bit of... Wait, that is kind of good, but this is not the way I want it to be facing. So I can build the ramp around the engine. Yeah, okay. Did you know that if you port the video through Fire Stick to the TV, the chat stays on your phone? Oh, hey. Also, hi, Forrest. How you doing, man? No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Well, suddenly felt massively dehydrated. Put away half a litre of liquid there. Nice. Okay, let's swallow the excess water I suddenly have in my mouth and try and think about what what disembarkment system we're going to do. So we need to think about the landing system to think about the disembarkment system. That's what I was going for. We need little legs, right? And the littler legs, the better, I think. Something like this. Might be a little bit too impactful because of course we got a little bit of suspension to worry about, right? There will be some give in it, so I think that will do quite well. What's the latest time you got up? I don't know, like 8 in the afternoon, in the evening. Like I got up like late before. Thank you very much, MLT, calling out for likes. I'm always down for people calling out to give me extra likes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, we're trying to land on the moon to go to I don't know where we're going to go. Where do people fancy going? Well, there's a whole bunch of... This is not going to work like this. We're going to have to put individuals down, right? There's a whole bunch of craters we could go to. There are... I guess we're going to want to be Kerbin side. So because the Mun is tidally locked, it means that it's always got one side facing to Kerbin at all times. We can go outside. We can have a look at that at some point if you like. You know what? I'm going to use this same technology that I've got on the back here. Hold up. We can totally put this here. Yeah. No, that's not that one. All right. And we should be able to make it unfold and. So. The way that I had it laid up, sorry, my brain suddenly told me that I was being a little bit of an idiot. If we leave it like this, you could feel the impact of that shame, right? It's only going to fold out to that far. And I don't know about you, I don't think, even with this extension, that my rover's going to be able to just drive off and just kind of fall off the end, right? It's not a winner, is it? I don't think it is anyway. But if we kind of do something... Oh, no, not you! With this one here, and fold that down... It's not amazing. I'll admit this. This could be a little bit better. Is there a way of making this hinge past? So, there's a mythical button up here where we can go expansion limit. Can we set this to, let's say, 120? No, it says the maximum we can go to is 80. No, that's the hydraulic cylinder, that's why. I've got it set up wrong. The wrong selection, sorry. How about this guy? So 180. Let's try 270. Can we go? We can't go higher than that. That's actually a shame. I would like to be able to go out further. What about these hinges? Sorry, I'm now going to see if there's anything that lets us go out beyond. No. Well, Kerbal is all about overcoming challenges. Now, I can do one of two things. We either just have this stuck on the outside to drop down onto, which, is not the worst idea, especially if we... Let's get this back to something that we can all relate to. If we fold this back up and then actually maybe stick these onto the end of pistons themselves. This is going to be a multi-part system. So what I'm feeling is that we have something that pushes out, opens up, and extends to make a ramp that folds out. I mean, it's going to be floppy. Let's be honest here. We're going to have some troubles. But I would rather try and do that than, I mean, who doesn't want to have a floppy one? Let's try it. Let's try it. Connect that like this. Now, make sure that it does what I want it to. The extension extends out. That's good. That's good. Can I extend the... Oh, attach these the right way round? Oh, my gosh. That way round. Okay, that's good. That's good. And then I want to pivot to about that angle. I don't think we want to go much beyond that angle. Let's pull this down here. So, wait. When we're out this far, we want to be touching that ramp. Then this extends, that extends, and this even goes as far as, if I can get that one there, extending out. Okay, look at that. I've built a ramp. Is everybody impressed? I mean, I'm kind of impressed. I didn't think I'd do it for a moment there. Let's go around to the side and set up this cow controller. We're going to open it in the editor, and we are going to grab all three of these things. So I don't know why why Squad decided to make this function in the action groups. I have no idea, but you need to set up the property that you want to change and put it over here. Now, all of these are just going to follow the same short to long path, and I think I can even copy and then paste these down. No, paste. No. All right. Well, you used to be able to copy and paste. I don't know why it's not doing that. But now we should be able to fold out. Yeah, look at that. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. We got ourselves some robotics, guys. We've got ourselves some robotics. I bet we're gonna run afoul on that little sticky out bit there, but we can fix that. Let's get out of the action groups back to build. We're going to offset these back in a little bit and then pull these out a little bit, and hopefully we'll just have a floating unit there. Not the end of the world. Okay, let's get the cow unit and bring the play position back. Okay, thankfully we don't have interaction with self, so yeah, that's good. All right, now we just need to launch this thing. What are we going to call it? What's the craft called? I think we're going to call it... anyone got any witty Artemis puns? Okay, I got it. RT. Wow. Caps lock. RT mouse. Yes, of course. Save this. We could even go with an RT, right? The 2 letters. But anyway, somewhere back here, I have a sub-assembly. Do we have the 2 Robo Asparagus? This sounds like something we need. This comes in small, though, unfortunately. Look at that. Can I show you? Yeah, this comes into a thin one. So let's get rid of that. 2-meter curbing system sounds a bit more... What is going on with these tapery tops that we've got here? I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of this. I've got a 2-meter control here. I'm just going to do a little Frankensteining. So I've built various craft in the past, put them into my sub-assembly so that I could use them. And obviously, the situations of the moment are different then as to now. What is going on here? Okay, I mean, that's an SAS control unit. I guess I'm just going to put that in like that. 2.5 to coupler. Okay, this is going to take us to the moon, hopefully. 3.5. Yeah, no, this should be fine, right? Let's figure out the staging here. Well, this is dropping everything at once. I don't think we want to drop everything at once. I think we want to drop this out. Okay, so let's talk about what goes on here. We've got 4 main engines. We've got a big main engine in the middle and then a bunch of solid boosters around the outside. It looks like I then have drop tanks on the outside feeding into this main cell, which should fly this entire thing off to the moon. Yeah, this is going to be no problem. I attempted to put 4 on there, but that's fine. That is also another system that needs to be separate. Okay, can we get rid of this? That's a bit confusing. All right, to the launch pad. Let's see what's going on. And welcome to the loading screen. First one of the day. Hope we're doing all right. Okay, I thought my thing had frozen. I was like, there'll be no chat for a while. Okay, so sorry for all the chats that I'd missed there. I've just updated and seen what people have been saying. Let's just show that. It's getting astronauts in 2 months. That's cool. The first time I landed on the Mun, the lander tipped over. The game thought the rocket was a rover and gave me the Mun rover. That's cool. That's cool. Most of the times when I've landed on the first time that I landed on the Mun, I very much hit far, far, far too hard. And then the surface module at the top, like the capsule full of Kerbals, actually managed to survive, leaving my Kerbal stranded on the moon with no way of getting back. That is it, Probodyne. I want to control from here. Thanks very much. All right, told you needed one of those. That's a very important module right there. All right, are we ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full throttle blast off! It's slow. It's slow. It's good though. I think we've got it. We're just lifting off at over 1G here. I would have preferred 1.5, maybe 2, but that's fine. The control is a little bit squirrely, fun to be honest. There's definitely a little bit of easy tip over here. Let's try and go for stability assist. Yeah, I can feel it fighting me a lot, like a lot. I'm trying to pull back to the equator line. You can see my prograde here. Ooh, it pulls me back. It sucks me in. My prograde is a little bit north. Yeah, that's a little bit north. So I'm going to try and fly a little bit south of the equatorial line. Okay, let's hold that there. And then ideally, wow, we're losing control. We are losing control. What is going on here? Does this look like flimsy to you? Does it look like there's any give in the system? Is there a reason that we are losing control in quite the way that we are? I cannot see any reason for it. Any reason for it at all. I might try more fins. It's just going. It's just going. I've asked it to point prograde, so it's definitely a failure of the guidance system here. Will this be able to take control and push it back? Atmosphere is not fit. I mean, the atmosphere that I was in at the time would actually be fine for the... I mean, it's not completely gone back. Oh, wait, why are we pulling fuel... Only out of one set. What is this? Okay, I've discovered the problem. We appear to... Yeah, look. A lot of these fuel lines have been cut, so we almost instantly lost stability. Let's just fire those. Yeah, bam. And as soon as... Okay, all right. We can fix this. First proper, like, debug session there. That's cool. That's cool. In KSP2, what are you going to put in your first interstellar transport vehicle? I don't know, if I'm to be honest with you. We're going to have to kind of play that one by ear. Really looking forward to just knowing what the challenges are. Like, when we go to another place, you know, are we looking to, like, will Kerbal 2 have life support? That's the word I'm looking for. Do I need to do stuff to keep my Kerbals alive or not? If I'm just exploring and doing space science, I will definitely be sending the equivalent of the lab interstellar. If there is, like, food problems and what ways of your Kerbals dying, I will just be sending a probe. Yeah. Something engine bleed wasn't working. Yeah, big guttings, right? Big guttings. Did everybody watch the Artemis program? The Artemis, we'll call it wet rehearsal 2, because that's kind of what it was. There was a wet rehearsal a little while ago, 4th of June. I can't remember the date. There was a wet rehearsal a little while ago, but they had a hydrogen leak for the Artemis craft. I should probably state. They had a hydrogen leak, and they couldn't do all the steps of the test that they wanted to test. So anyway, they get to the day of the launch, and wouldn't you know, only 3 of the 4 engines would let the hydrogen through to like pre-chill the engine. It's a long day. It was a long day. Engine don't respect NASA. It's true. I mean, to be fair, like one of my mates said, like the in fact, Forrest is here. The engine is old. Like, how are we expecting it to work perfectly all the time? Especially as it is, I believe. Someone please do correct me if I've got the wrong information here. I believe all those engines are ones that have been in flight before on the shuttle, which means that after being used and having all sorts of like horrific stuff happen to them, they then sat for like close to 20 years not doing anything. Yeah, anyway. What was the smoothest landing you made on the moon? Oh, I have touched down super smooth enough times. Taking things like space planes and then landing like you're on a runway, that's always quite nice on the moon. Obviously, you need like a decent retro rocket or land backwards or something like that. You know, I've landed backwards more times on Minmus, to be honest, because you got the flats, right? You got the Minmus flats, so you could just kind of like come in nice and smooth, get your engines working properly. It's nice. It's nice. Yeah. I actually prefer making low passes over the moon. Like, so you got the moon arches, you got the moon canyon, stuff like that. You know, like fly under the arch, fly through the canyon. It's good stuff. And away we go. Okay, are we losing speed? Yes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm sure we'll do absolutely fine. Our current apoapsis is actually not doing too bad at all. As long as it gets up to 70 before we're up there, we're just going to keep going as hard and as fast as we can. I mean, when you find yourself in one of these situations, you just got to give it all you got. All right, like, what are we going to do? Be like, oh no, we need to go and add more engines. We're just going to rip these bottom bits off and try again with bigger engines. I mean, we could do, if we were a responsible space program that valued the life of the rover that we put upon there. Do I actually need Kerbals on this mission? No, I don't need Kerbals on this mission. Oh, that's good. That's good. I probably will fly up some Kerbals. Oh, have you seen my map? You want to? Hi, look at my map. Let's. Been playing this game for a little while now. A little while. I mean, if you want it really impressed, if you want to be really impressed, oh, I missed it. Yeah, this, that. Look at them all. So anyway, we're gonna fix that one day. We're gonna go around. We're gonna deorbit a lot of craft. One day. I'm just gonna push up to about. You know what? I'm just gonna go. I reckon we're going to get into a nice orbit if we just carry on flying and not worrying about it. We can definitely, if we press this button over here, we can keep an eye on our two most important, what's the words I'm looking for here? Variables? No. Qualities? No. There's a word. Properties. Properties of our orbit. These are the two most important properties of our orbit. Apoapsis and periapsis. Apoapsis is the highest point of our orbit. Periapsis is the lowest point of our orbit. I would argue that maybe eccentricity and inclination are also quite important, but for now, those are the only ones we need to worry about. Eccentricity is actually the difference between the two, and inclination is how much off of the equatorial plane you are. Like these, all inclination, zero inclination. These ones, 45 degree inclinations, something like that. This is where I keep my pet asteroids, if you're worried. Are we ready to drop stuff yet? We're not ready to drop stuff yet. Apoapsis is slowly making its way around. I'm going to come off of prograde and just kind of look down towards my horizon so that I'm more pushing around the planet than my trajectory. Right? I don't really care about going up anymore. If I'm to be honest, I don't need that to happen. What we need to happen is to go around. I might even burn down a little bit to try and pull this Apoapsis down. Flying to the moon after finding the cheat menu. I mean, there's plenty of ways of doing it. I quite often actually use the cheat menu to teleport myself around other planets to then land and do stuff. One of my favorite targets for the cheat menu is Gilly. Man, have you ever been to Gilly? Have you ever been to Gilly? Try and build a rover for Gilly if you've never been to Gilly. It's fun because nothing works. Because there's so little gravity pulling you down, your wheels can't bite, right? There's no traction. Well, I mean, there is enough traction to flip you, to give you a little backflip. There's enough traction for that, little backflips. You kind of travel forwards a bit. Okay, we're coming down to a decouple. I'm going to actually stop my engine because we're burning at a weird angle, and I don't want to smash into these tanks. We're still not in orbit yet, so we don't really have to worry about these parts going into orbit. Hopefully that one isn't going to. And I noticed that we're still underneath the surface of Kerbin for our periapsis here, so let's try and circularize that out. Apoapsis is still pretty high up. No, not down for the high Apoapsis. All right, there we go. 160, 105. There's the moon. Okay, so I'm going to go right-click and... target. It turns out it was regular click, not right-click. And I'm going to take note of where these ascending and descending nodes are. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Now, I know from personal experience that I want the moon to be roughly sort of 45 degrees round from where I am. Something like that. So I'm going to put down a maneuver node here and then just kind of push out that side of my orbit. When you are pushing with your prograde or your retrograde, it affects the direct opposite side of your orbit. So that's kind of what I'm thinking in terms of where the moon is and that bit. It's about 45 degrees, as you can see. So I'm going to take a little flight like this up. As you can see, we got a craft that used to do that did that once upon a time, and didn't come back to us properly. We had to end up jumping the Kerbal out and catching him. It was a good stream. Look for catching the craft that couldn't. It's a great stream. I really enjoyed myself. Okay, so let's just take a moment to have a look up here. We've got 18 days until we have to send one of our craft off to Moho. We've also got some Kerbin Juna. Look at these. We've got to go to Juna, arrive at Moho, question mark. What is this one? Okay, that's interesting. That must have been one of the ones. So we've been on it. We've been very unlucky, shall we say, with the targeting system here. Every time we create an alarm to go to a planetary transfer and say Kerbin Juna, every time we've gone, look at the difference, 50, 80. Every time we've gone to use it, it's been wildly inaccurate. Going to Moho, I've been 6 months out every time, like totally on the opposite side of the orbit from where I want to be. Not great, you know, not great. So we've actually put ourselves another craft in orbit. Would you believe one of these is called Oh, there's the Indigo Voyage. That's the craft we're sending. But one of these is called the Oracle, and we use it to go out and put down maneuver nodes and figure out where we're going. Talking of a maneuver node, should we just go around and do that maneuver? Hello, Sun. How are you doing? This guy's got solar panels on the outside. All right, that's good. There have been more than once where my missions have failed because I did not put solar panels on the outside, and my robots have just died. Hey, Frosty. How you doing? Don't like Eve, to be honest. Very hard to land on solid ground. I wish hitting the solid ground was the problem. All right, getting through the atmosphere of Eve is the problem. All right, every time I've exploded, even when I'm coming in as slow and I'm gonna have a little rant here, as slow and as gentle as possible. I'm just grazing the very top surface of Eve's atmosphere. I still explode and end up with just inevitably, as seems to be the way when I said, let's go have a look. We got like 23 seconds. If we have a look at Eve, where are we? You over there. We've got a couple of landers here, but they are literally just probes. In fact, they might not even show up there. There we go. You there. Yeah, splashdown Eve. But they're just probes with no batteries, no. So one of them I think has solar panel, battery, and the probe. But any science that I attached to it, blew up. Yeah, definitely. Eve is definitely my nemesis. That's the way things. Got any tips for science mode? You can finish the whole of science mode without leaving the Kerbin system. Don't do it. Go to other planets. Have a great time. Buy the bottom of the tech tree first, because that's where all the science experiments are. 2, 1. Boop. Does that put me in orbit around the moon? Let's go and find out. Do you have any tips for grinding science on science mode? Because I tried making my Mun rocket, but I haven't got all the parts, such as fuel lines or fuel tanks and so. I mean, you can literally just travel around the Kerbal Space Center. Make a small. I put 2 capsules together and roll like a wheel. Putting some goo canisters, the science juniors, the thermometer, all of this stuff. Attach it to the outside. Put your scientist on board. Go around. Each of the hexagons. Is it hexagons? Octagons. Each of the guns around the Kerbal Space Center has its own little science patch, and you can go get some good early science there if you can be bothered to deal with a little bit of boredom. Because it takes a while to roll. It takes a while to roll around, and if you get it wrong, you end up blowing yourself up, which is, it's not ideal. It's not ideal. Okay, I'm going to see if going faster brings my periaps down, because I don't know about you, that's quite a high periaps. Okay. Are we going South Pole? I think we might be going South Pole. Where do you guys reckon we should actually land? That we have a variety of places. Yeah. Tiny lander, fly to different buildings. I always use something that rolled, so I don't have to fly somewhere. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm not the best at flying. I tend to explode a lot. So. Okay, we should stop. We should have a look at the moon. Okay, we've got a lot of targets that we could go to the moon. The Kerbin's over there, and I feel like I want to have a space station that can look up at Kerbin. Now, I think that means the ideal spot, looking at the moon, is actually around this edge, right? We could either be on the top, and then we can look at Kerbin no matter where we are. And we could be at the edge, and we'll just the word is liberate, where it kind of does this, right? And then Kerbin will come up and down over the horizon. If we come at a little look at this mountain here. Oh. Okay, here. This is where we're going to be. Can I make a plot of that? I don't know if I can. But look at this. You see this crater, the crater arrangement, sorry. And then there's another one with a canyon leading up and down. It looks very interesting to me. We could come to any of these spots, this one over here, but I feel like these are explored, right? These are just, everyone's been to these. This place, I'm not sure how many people go there. Okay. Just install the game, you'll get it fast. Yeah, Kerbal's a very easy to pick up game. It's not. Laughing. I'm laughing. How do I make my map smaller? What is this? What is this? How is this like this? There we go. Can I grab? Oh, that was bad. Ah, this is bad. Oh, no, I got it. Okay, cool. We got it. We did a thing. Well done, guys. Okay, so I am looking for a set of craters that looks like what we just saw. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure that I can pick out those craters. You know what? Let's just fly up to it. I think that's probably the best way to do it. We're just going to fly. We're going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to go, like, warp here. And, you know, if you want to see Kerbin disappear, there it goes. Beautiful sunrise, by the way. But I'm gonna watch the lines. Here it comes. Look, we're going in. We are marked down as a rover, which is good for this. Find a suitable site for the base on the moon. We're supposed to spend 2 minutes searching, but I'm not sure that I am going to spend a full 2 minutes searching. Can we spot the place where I want to be from here? I mean, no. I mean, I want to be around there somewhere, right? Can we? Oh, look, it's in the dark. Why do I always want to land in the dark spots? I mean, we could go to this one. Ooh. Okay, well, okay. We have a decision to be made. We've either got the original point on the backside of the moon, or we've got this double crater on the front side of the moon. I think maybe here would be a better idea, and then we could like drive a lot. Oh, that's going to be a long distance, but we can do all sorts of stuff. Let's do it. Let's add a maneuver. Let's bring ourselves in. We're going to slow down nice, and I mean I could probably do this in one maneuver. Look at that. Like that's roughly where I want to be. If I kind of give it a little push in that direction, we can then also about there. There we go. That's a very dangerous approach there. I think I'm going to do it though. I think I'm gonna do it. I want to point myself over in this direction. Do the double. All right, we will do the double. Okay, over here. Let's go. We should be able to keep ourselves pointed in the right direction. Let's get rid of these extra things that are in the way here. Crude landing and return on Moho is one of the things we need to do. Land on Juna. We'll send some robots at some point. That's definitely a thing to be done. Look, there's the one we were looking at originally. But we want to go to the other side, it turns out. 3, 2, what? No. We've got 50 seconds yet. Wait. Little lander, and it's ready to get science. Good luck. Using a lander on Kerbin is actually surprisingly difficult. It turns out that 1G is pretty fast. You know, 10 meters per second. That's a lot. How do you have the little start burn it? Oh, that's setting. It might have to go into the full here. Let me look. It's going to be around somewhere. No, it's not that. It might be in the actual full settings. Allow other persistent curve. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it's here. So you'll need to go into the main settings in your on the main menu. And there's a bunch of extra stuff you can click on in there, and this is one of them. The countdown timers. I might have to do a video on all the different settings that I play with at some point. It's one of the things. Like people ask me how my nav ball's over here all the time, stuff like that. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. It might be an enhanced edition thing. Yeah, the enhanced. I hear it got kind of left behind a little bit. I don't know. It's been a while since I've known anybody with a PlayStation, so I could check it out. But yeah, there are some differences. There are definitely. Whoa! I don't want to hit the floor. I mean, do I not? I mean, I kind of want to hit the floor. Like, let's be honest here, right? There is a bit of me that's like, the floor is where we're going. Maybe if we warp here, right, we go for a little bit of a warp round there. Hopefully we're going to stay connected. I've got enough infrastructure now, right? There's definitely infrastructure around. So that when we get to around here... what do I think about the Artemis 1 mission to the Munia? I'm super hype about it. So there's a lot of people that are like, oh, Starship's doing it, why are they bothering? But Starship and SLS are two very separate beasts, right? And like, as for the Artemis program itself, I think it's quite a fundamental thing that we get back on. We were joking in the Discord about how it's like 6 years late, and I was like, 56 years late, because we went to the moon ages. Well, I say we. I'm not American, but like the whole of humanity, or at least the Western world, or whoever you want to class that made this achievement, did this achievement ages ago, like before I was born, and I'm becoming an old man, right? So yeah, it's about time. It also opens the NASA, shall we say, are pretty keen on opening the door to commercial partners, right? Making sure that industry can do what they want in space. I'm in the middle of writing a sci-fi roleplay, tabletop roleplay game, based on GURPS, if you know the roleplay system. And I'm sat there at the moment, making a moon city, right? And I'm like, well, what does the moon even actually offer a city? What industries can be done and stuff like that? And now is the time that we're actually figuring that out, right? Artemis is kind of the founding steps of us actually... Ooh, look at the sunrise over there. The founding steps of us actually starting a proper, sustainable space presence, right? Like, the ISS is great, don't get me wrong, but it's like we went camping in the back garden and said we're rough, tough outdoorsmen, right? Like, that's not it's not really the winner, is it? I'm going to come in at ×5, I think. Let's go faster. Let's go faster. What will you name your first interstellar mothership? Oh, I mean, I might name it after my own mum, just to, respect and stuff. But I don't know. I would probably end up picking something from. I mean, to really buck the trend, not Greek mythology, right? Maybe pick something Norse or something like that. I should have quick saved by now. Let's do one of those now. I can save it at this point. If need be, I can just point upwards, burn away from the moon, have some safety, right? But we want to go over 2 craters, over this canyon, and then land here, the other side of these 2, I think. Or do we land this side? Close side or far side? Does anybody have a preference? The closest side or the far side? Either land here or land in between these 4. Close. We got someone calling for close. Far. Oh no, the contrarians are out. We don't know which ones to go for. I made a list for yourself. No, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, that's it. I don't know. So I feel like the far one has the better view of Kerbin. So that's what I'm going to go for. As we are so split. Add maneuver, pull this in. Yeah, I mean, so about Artemis cancelling and stuff like that. We only want the rocket to fly when it's ready. I remember the Challenger being exploded with that teacher on board. I've seen a lot of rockets explode, right? And if things aren't 100% right, don't let the rocket take off. It's as simple as that at the moment. All right? Maybe in the future, when we've nailed the material science a bit more and we've been doing it day in, day out for many years, then maybe that's the time to start being like, it's only one thing, let's not worry about it. But I don't think we're at that point yet. Okay, talking of that point, we're just about to pass the periapsis. Look how close we are. This is let's click over here. We are 1.2 kilometers away from the floor. It's really close. Let's get rid of this. That's taking up a lot of real estate. We don't need it. So yeah, I feel the frustration of the scrub, but I've watched a lot of robots, a lot of missions get scrubbed now, and yeah, every time safety over wanting to get it done. Look at this. Look at this. Let's turn my camera that way so it kind of looks good. Oh, we should have been burning. Okay, that's nice. Oh, that's really cool. All right, we're gonna look to land over there, right? That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Okay, I guess we. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Landing gear. Are my engines turned on? Activate. 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 Now, I could, if I was really good, save both of these. Alright? Like, they both have control right now. Look, I could start that one up, and then we swap over, and I start this one up, and then we swap back and forth, and I press F5, and we make sure everyone's pointing retrograde, because what else are they going to do? Okay, that didn't work out quite as well as planned, but that one might even... Ooh, no, we're coming in very, very hot. Very hot. I was about to say that one might even be able to just, like, manage itself in the air for a little bit. Let's just let that manage itself in the air for a little bit. Slow this down a little bit more. Okay, coming in for a landing. Where's that other craft? Yeah, we could totally save that. We can totally save that. I want to touch down at about 3 meters per second, if at all possible. There we go. Achieved. No! Retrograde. Okay, well, there we go. I suddenly watched it coming in too fast. Alright, well, yeah, that's a thing. Excuse me. I'm now going to shut down my engines. Yep, shut down those engines. Pop a fairing. Deploy. Boop. Hello. And then fire this cal up. Okay. I mean, it's alright. It's alright. It's not ideal, but it's pretty good. Okay, they popped up. They popped up. Extend the solar panel. This has no solar power. Whatever I'm going to do with it, it needs to kind of happen early. Oh no, wrong thing. Low. Okay, here we go. Slip, slide, slip and slide. Whee! Oh, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Okay, we're good. We're good. I need to change some systems here. We need to reaction wheel SAS only. That ideally on both sides, SAS only, and then this one also. Yeah, no, we want to hibernate. But does this not have a reaction wheel? It doesn't have a reaction wheel. Okay. I turned hibernate on completely, didn't I? I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do it. Oh. We didn't turn that on. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're good. We just gotta, like, wait 16, 17 seconds. Let's, can I turn that on? Wrong thing. This one. We're going to run the analysis. We're looking for some surface ore. We got surface ore of 12%. That's not great, to be honest with you. That's not great at all. We're just about to pass our mission, though. Bam! We did a mission, guys. We did a mission. Look at that. So at some point, we're going to be coming back here with Kerbals. I am looking for that. Is that the thing that I'm looking for? It looks different from all the others, right? It looks very different from all the others. Let's go check it out. I'm a little bit worried about my brakes. Let's turn the brakes up at the back. That's one thing I've learned. You want to have brakes at the back and almost no brakes at the front. So when you brake hard, you don't flip over the front of your rover. It's happened sometimes. Also, I prefer just to be steering from the front. So let's turn that steering off. You can steer from the back if you want, but it feels weird. You ever driven a forklift? That's how they do it. It's weird. Okay, let's see if we can't do this scanning arm. I believe now if we click on this, there should be some sort of like view the radius button. No, there's not. Okay, maybe not then. Must be stationary to scan a surface feature. Okay, let's let's put the brakes on. Okay, scan Munstone. Here we go. Can I tell you guys a little secret? This is the first time ever I've done this. Like, I've played this game every week at least, but like at least, I've played a lot. Let's just leave it at that. And this is the first time that I've done this. That is amazing. Your scan has collected some stone, but not all the information available. Come back later with better sensors. I mean, all right. I suppose I can. Now, the big problem we've got here is that... Why did my SAS just disengage? The big problem that I've got here is the fact that we didn't bring a scientist with us, so he can't actually empty this out. But look at that. We did a whole bunch of stuff. That's good. All right, we are going to go park next to this lander. This is such a big solar panel on here. I like it. I like it a lot. How do I... What are we going to send next? We're going to have to see what the next mission is. How much money did I get for that? I suppose that is something we need to ask. How much money did we actually get for that? Okay, we're just going to leave this here. Put reaction wheels on the RCS so if you fly, it's possible to control by pressing R. I mean, pretty much T, right? Okay, anyway, we are back to the Space Center. Yeah, I am almost out of liquids already. What is this? Oh, the loads. And it's not like it's my hardware, right? You know, I got enough hardware to run Kerbal. 1.3 mil at the moment. That's pretty tasty. That is pretty tasty. Maybe we could upgrade our spaceplane hang. Oh, that's over $750,000. I don't know about that. Administration building. Oh, look at this. We could actually get some strategy on that. Does anybody actually use this at all ever? I mean, I know maybe late game when I've like finished all the science, I'll be like, all right, let's sell all my science away. But I never. Oh, Felmagfa. You use it, really? I mean, impressed. I am impressed. I want to actually be in the mission control. I know what I'm doing. We're going to go to all bases and stations. So, crew base. Oh, it's not here. Now that we've scouted out for a good Mun station, why are we not being offered the Mun station? Build an off-world base. Here we go. How do I turn these ones down then? We're gonna have to go turn those. Must have a scout rover deployed. I have done that one. Must not be constructing another base. These are all lies. These are all lies. Okay, so crew base or station. I'm just going to decline that contract. Now let's see if one comes back to me. Let's see if one comes back to me at some point. Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. We might have to take one of these just to get rid of it. We want you to bring some Kerbals to the bakery. I mean, we could take some Kerbals to the bakery. Which one is it even classing as the bakery right now? I mean, I do. Let's go have a look at the bakery. We do need to... it's good to save money. You could trade some science to money. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's go and have a look at the bakery, and I can show you the travesty that is what was left. I might even just use this little unit. Like, if we come through here and go, hey, can we reroute from that part to this part? I can then... Actually, what I wanted to do was reroute from that to that. We could then just pull that top stage off. Look at that. Bam! I know what I'm doing. Right, so we're going to go with something like... Do I have a... I clicked outside my screen. Do I have a sub-assembly for taking Kerbals? Doesn't look like we have. So what I'm going to do is just start with things like... I know I'm going to want to have one of those, and I know I'm going to want to have one of these. So if we do something like this and this, and then we're not making a lander, so we don't have to worry about any landing legs. So I could just like throw 4 of these around the outside. Boom, like so. And then we got ourselves a nice little little self-contained unit, even to the point of, wait, we got this earlier. There, bam, using the new... Oh. I mean, that's interesting, not what I was going for. Using the new tech that we bought today, there we go. We can now open the shielded docking port. That's great, that's great. We do need some... Where are they? Parachutes. The ability to return home, I find quite important for my Kerbals. Quite important. I don't know how many parachutes I want. I know that I don't want to cover the hatch. Let's go with that. I suppose like there are better ways of putting parachutes on there, but that's it. How to make a rover without the actual piece? You just need to build something with wheels that has the rover set. If you like click on here and where are you? Name vessel. You can't do it. In the actual flight screen, you can click name vessel, and one of the options there is to turn it into a rover because they know that not everybody wants to set things up in different ways. Why isn't this disappearing? There we go. Right, cool. You don't have wheels either. That's going to be difficult. That's going to be difficult. Let's follow Magfers. Wow, they're struggling with names now. Suggestion of 3 on there. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, do we think... Oh, wait. There is one thing missing from here. I need to make sure that it is accounted for. Because we want to be able to fly people to different stations, and to be able to do that, I need to be able to dock, and to be able to do that, I need some RCS. That's a lot of RCS, but I'm going to take it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to get the... Are these the small ones? Or are these the big ones? No, they are the big ones. Let's go for orthogonal 5-horn. I like the word orthogonal. It's nice. It's better than right angles, right? Something like so. Is this good RCS balance? I have no idea, but I think it should do. The more important thing is that this command pod. You can see there's some little RCS ports already built into it, so it can go sideways, back and forward, stuff like that. Well, sideways, but it can't go back and forward. That's why I put these on the back. Put it on the center of mass. No, because these here. What I should probably do is to bring this up. So let's turn the center of mass up. Ooh, okay, we got to do some thinking here. We go reroute from this to that. Okay, so this is the central part now. Okay, then we take off the big old booster, and we turn on the center of mass. You know what? I think this distance to there is about the same as this distance to there. Give or take, because of course we're going to run out of fuel. So that makes it even better. So yeah, let's just run with that. Let's go with orange. Adds to the this bit of orange here. Can we got variants of this? Yeah. All right, we'll go with that. That's looking pretty good there. That's looking pretty good. Do we need anything else? Are they asking us to bring anyone or anything in particular? Let's have a look. Space Casino, landing. This one. Complete all the following. At least one crew. All right, so we're Burbles, Mustache Extraordinaire. Is just going to take, I don't know, orbit around Kerbal, plant flag on moon, orbit around. It's going to take Lanley here to a trip to the bakery. You know what? We're all just going to go for a trip to the bakery. Let's just go. Let's just go. And if at all possible, this craft is going to deorbit the bakery, if that's possible. Solar was a good shout. I wish I'd done that. I wish I'd done that. We'll see how bad it is, whether it's something we can correct. Because we've got 2 engineers on board, so I could probably, if need be, steal these solar panels. No, let's go correct it. They'll revert to vehicle 7. Look at that mustache. Man knows how to style. Yeah, solar panels, very good shout. Very good shout. I mean, 3 is good enough. Let's just go with 3. Should have hit save. Didn't hit save. Oh, the load. This is more difficult than getting to the... I mean, that could be. Like I say, that's why I like to build stuff that just rolls around everywhere. Because, like, as I say, each 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, each hexagon has an amount of stuff to it. 1, 2, the landing, the runway here. No, that's the runway. What's this? The crawlway. Yeah, that's it. No, not wheels. Not wheels. You don't need wheels. Let me. Space center here. Let me just show you quickly. We'll go to the space plane hangar, and I'll show you how you can do it with like first tier parts. As soon as it comes out, let's do it. What? We interrupt this stream for a quick tutorial. Okay, so if I take a Mark 1 command pod, look, it's already telling you that something magical could go down. You may or may not have access to science. What are these? I like to put one of those in between, if at all possible. If not, I mean, just anything that gives you a bit of a flat base. You've got access to those straight away, I believe. And then you can add that like that. You say you've got access to it. Okay, so let's. Oh, I clicked in the wrong place. Sorry. Let me get back to where I'm going. So you could. I've lost it. Did you guys know that I've lost it? Okay, so something like this. You spin this guy around to there, and normally I would pack it full of scientists because they're the ones who get a bonus for science. Oh, you know, put one of these over here, put a thermometer over there. Notice that they're symmetric around the center of mass. You could have a barometric pressure thing. You know, whatever you've got, just throw it on, right? As much science as you can. Then launch that out. Now, my biggest tip is not to launch from the space plane hangar, because it puts you, I think it's half a kilometer, maybe even a whole kilometer away from everything else. And like, that's not where you want to be. Kilometers a long way to go when you're just rolling. So if you can not, but you just that way. Like, look at the way I'm tapping. If you just hold it, craziness happens. But there you go. That's how you can travel around. I'm not sure whether I recommend it or not, because you can spend a lot of time doing that and not get very much back for it. But at the beginning of the game, it's an absolute lifesaver. I think it is anyway. I do that quite a lot. All right, there we go. I would like to thank everybody for giving me the opportunity to share my knowledge here. Let's fly. Save often. Roll short distances. Okay, which one's the actual bakery, do you reckon? Is it the center spiral, or is it the donut? We have two parts of the craft that used to be called the bakery. We put it up into orbit. We were quite proud of our creation. That was our first ring station of the save. And then the Kraken came along and went, that's a nice station you've got there. Be a shame if it suddenly just shook apart so violently that became two stations, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Anyway, 5, 4. Wait, we should find the bakery first. Is it you? That's the bakery ship. There's the bakery. That's where we're going. Let's set as target. We could probably wait a little bit for a more fortuitous launch time. No, I'm not. I'm gonna low. So because it's ahead of us, if I take a smaller orbits go faster than bigger orbits, so I could catch up with it, and that's the way that I'm going to do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! I mean that's. Could you imagine a countdown happening like that at NASA? You need a countdown man with flair, right? That's definitely a way of doing it. I wonder if there's actual actual guidance on how to do not just the countdown, but the go no goes. Right, like, there's a lot of people involved in the go no goes. Right, you know, are all systems operational? You know, engine chill go, insulation control go, cat herders go. You know, like who gets to say? Yeah, could you imagine someone the real high flying NASA scientist? But there's the things that we know about scientists, and mostly that they're like anxious people, not very good at the old social stuff, right? I mean, that's a gross simplification, but you know, it generally holds true. Do you reckon any of the project leads are like, no, we'll get the intern to say go? I don't want to talk on the microphone. Something tells me that's happened more than once. I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling. Okay, we're ready for our first stage. Goodbye, solid boosters. Goodbye. We're just going to drop them in the water. Let's look at the trajectory here. I mean, they're just... I mean, we can't because there's no... Oh, what is wrong with this? Because there is no... There we go. That's where we're dropping them. In the water. In the water. We're going up very high. Going up very, very high. We need to just cross out of the atmosphere, though. I mean, look at these guys go. Look at them go. Needs fuel. I only have 2 scientists available, and did you just kill them? I mean, buy as many scientists as you can. Pilots are overrated. Pilots are replaceable. Sorry, burbles. By robots. All right, that's that. If you've got a probe core, I mean, I don't have one here, but if you've got a probe core, you can generally swap out your pilot for the thing. Now that's good because normally in one of these other crew or base or station missions that we've got, I end up being told that I need a pilot. And I'm not being told I need a pilot this time. It's interesting. Okay, we are burning well. Is this actually taking... Is this taking longer than last time? Do you guys feel like this is taking longer than our last orbit? Burning up far. I really like the use of drop pods here. Like the main sail is a beast of an engine. Have a look at that. 1,500 kilonewtons. So there's killers, even like more zeros after that. This is another 6 zeros. No, three zeros. I know what kilo is. Leave me alone. There's like a lot of thrust. Now I'm kind of hoping, once we get up there and move this round, we'll be told exactly where the moon base will be purchased. I mean, I've definitely got... We've got that mission on the go, right? We've definitely got the scout rover out there. So I'm really hoping that this will just like jog those missions into rolling. Are we at the point where we can drop pod? Not quite yet. We're getting close, though. We're getting close. And we've done this almost entirely just by following prograde. That's quite the mission profile. Quite the mission profile. I'm about that one. Now, are we going to be able to get all the way up to full throttle here just by following this particular trajectory? I think we will. We seem to be over at the right sort of angle. I am a little bit worried that we're going to go over the top of our apoapsis here. But we're building up more speed all the time, so I feel like we are actually going to hit the right rate. If this comes down any further, or if rather this gets down to the horizon, I'm going to hit stability assist rather than prograde. Let's once again get rid of all this stuff over here. It's a little too much. Okay, I think this is the point now where I hit stability assist. As you can see, this arrow is starting to come down. That's telling us our vertical speed. We want it to just stay a little bit positive. And of course it's now going to come down. Because I'm pointing it just a little bit nose up though, it doesn't really matter all that much, especially given the fact that we're very nearly circular right now. Very nearly circular. We're about to drop the last of our fuel, and suddenly the amount of thrust that this engine will give just to this craft will go up, well, 3 times, 4 times, 3 times. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, stage. Alright, that was good. So, suddenly the acceleration jumped through the roof. And that's orbit. Good enough? Good enough? Right, we need to catch up with this bad boy. And I think the way to do it is to have a look and see. Let's add a maneuver. Let's pump it up like that. Or did you see that? Round there, there we go. That's the point that we want, all right? Look at that maneuver right there. That's the one I want. That's the one I want. So this is basically a home and transfer that gets us up to the right place at the right time. Now, there's not really much more I can say about that one. I do want to learn a variety of different types of orbits, in particular transfer orbits. So I'm really only familiar with what's called the home and transfer. I suppose I know the bi-elliptic one as well, but let's start with the home and transfer. It is the lowest delta V transfer possible, as far as I'm aware. There might be some caveats to that, but you try and find out the curve. So you remember I was saying that if you thrust your prograde or retrograde, you affect the very opposite of your orbit. That's the most efficient way to actually affect your orbit. You can pivot on the point and you can turn your inclination, but all of those cost more per I don't know, meter of effect, let's say. excuse my little throat there. So ideally, you want to be able to push up your orbit, the opposite side of the orbit, to just meet the Junior orbit. So here we are around Kerbin, and if we push up the other side to just meet the Junior orbit, when Junior gets to that point, which is the idea of space, right? You've got to be not just at the right place, but the right time. The O-berth effect is all about, because you're down low in a gravity well, and you've got a fast-moving frame of reference, the speed is... you get more speed. I don't know the exact reasoning why. I should, but I don't. It's a weird vector thing because Pythagoras is a thing, I think. Okay, we are not quite pointed in the right direction. We got 55 seconds to cover this, like 3 degrees here or something like that. Okay, good. Yeah, O-berth effect means the faster you're going, the greater effect your thrust gives. So yeah, home and transfer is that's nice single arc going up and gracefully from low to high, low being the tighter orbit, high being the outer orbit. And then bi-elliptic is where you actually push one side up to bring the other side down, because higher orbits go slower. Because they're going slower, the delta V spent has a little bit more effect. You got past a critical point for that to actually be effective, though. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is I want to learn different transfers. You made it down the ramp. Round of applause. Round of applause. You are the best KSP player ever. It's true. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. Okay. This should just be a nice, easy transfer. Nothing really to worry about here. Watch these two come close together. A little bit closer, please. What's the closest we can get? 40, 30, 29, 20. I'm going to take a 10-kilometer rendezvous. I think that's pretty good. So if I go target and we go retrograde, I should be able to warp up to the top here. I might end up not even using these engines. Got a fair bit of fuel left, and I am going to use it to make sure that I can. Oh, time warp. Meet up with that craft up there, the bakery. Hello. It's time that you came back. I think we're going to deorbit it. Obviously we're going to have to transfer some crew over first, and then transfer them back again. And use this craft to try and bring the bakery back if we can. It's got a lot of fuel on it, so I'm hoping that if we can is a yes we can. One of my favourite bits of the space music. It's got a real sort of old school Alien feel. You know, the original Alien. That sort of like alone, lost in... Well, not even lost in space, just alone in space, you know. It's got that... Hits you in the feels. Gets you in the feels. Let's just bring that down together. All right, we should be on a collision course, which, believe it or not, is okay. We can live with that. We can live with that. The alarms are blaring. The systems are warning us, but we should be fine. We should be fine. I am going to open control from here. Okay, I hope that there is a point that we can dock onto. Didn't really think about that, actually. It might just be small docking ports up there. Who knows? Why does it swing me around like that? I mean, I do know why it swings me around like that. I really need to put in a bug report to the persistent rotation guy and be like, hey, when retrograde is pointed, you might not always just be going for retrograde of your orbit, which is what he assumes at the moment. I'm not even sure if it's something I could fix myself. I believe that all of the Kerbal mods are in C#, so I mean, it's not the easiest language, but it's also not the most obscure. So, okay, let's try and slow back down. 5 kilometers. I feel like we could bring ourselves into a little bit of a tighter alignment. I mean, 0.8. Do we just wait for that 800 meters? I think I might just wait for that 800 meters. I am, however, going to have to go for physics warp because, you know, this is kind of slow. And I don't want this to be slow. I want this to be a nice and snappy endeavor. We've got like 100 meters per second to burn off at some point. Ooh, look at things going nuts up here. Look at things being nuts. Okay, let's see what we can do. Start to bring it down now. Start to bring it down. Kind of push over this way as well. Okay, we're approaching. About 30 meters per second. It's only mildly scary. Okay, there is the central core of the bakery. It's not the ring. Okay, it's not the ring. It is actually the central core. Look at it tumbling. Oh, what am I going to do? How are we going to get hold of this? Let's have a look. What do we got here? Can we SAS our way into safety here? I mean, kind of. Kind of. Okay, I think the first thing... Could this deorbit itself? Is that something that can happen? I think I tried that, actually. It was a no. I am noticing there is no larger docking port on here. We have made mistakes. Mistakes have been made. Okay, well, the only thing we can really do then, now that we've seen it, is to fly up close and get our dudes out. That's it. That's my plan, and that is what's going to happen. I need to be on locked camera mode so that I can line up here and know what my craft is doing. I really struggle sometimes trying to figure out the orientation of like camera to ship, but if you move to the locked camera mode, it makes sure that it is stuck with your ship's orientation, so you can just look at what the camera's doing and you're like, yeah, I know exactly what's going on here. We are going to try and fly our way over towards the vessel under the power of SAS, if at all possible. I'm not actually seeing the okay, all right. I see where we're supposed to go. Not the easiest. It's got to be said. It gave you no science when you did all the experiments. Yeah, that sounds rigged, mate. Sounds like the game is against you. Hey, Number 3, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the game. We're checking out a broken piece of equipment up here, if I'm to be honest with you. We are supposed to be going mining on the moon, but it won't give me the right mission, so we're doing this one to try and try and remind it what we're supposed to be doing, right? Bring this up here. We can cancel out all our laterals. Look at that. Nice. We just go forwards now. You know what? I might just get the engineers out instead. Let's bring ourselves to a stop. 2, 1, 0. I mean, we're kind of 0 somewhere. Okay, here's Lanley. Gotta let go. Gonna turn on the backpack. Lanley? Is there a reason you're not doing what I expect you to be doing? Help. Or it thinks he is a spacecraft rather than a Kerbal. Let's try the Space Center and back. What an interesting problem. I have never had this one before where I've not been able to control my Kerbal. I'm sure there's a reason. And I'm hoping it's a reason that's fairly obvious that I've just not spotted. You got tasked with mating database past tense and scores for past tests. Scores for them. Warmed up became wormed up, and in some cases other O-rings became orangings. What other advice can I give you for science mode? I mean, you can fly outside the sphere of influence of Kerbin, grab up some space science, and fly back without actually having to go very far. That's a thing you can do. Gotta love people not keeping the name conventions, or even better, using two different ones. Yeah, no, I hear you there, man. I hear you there. So I recently downloaded a bunch of like top-down map assets. You know, I want to put some like sci-fi maps together for various reasons. And this is kind of awkward. We appear to have a defective jetpack. Zero out of 5 How does he have no propellant? I'm going to do something that I don't do very often, because I feel like I have at never point told my Kerbals to empty the fuel out of this. I mean, have you guys ever seen me tell my Kerbals to empty the fuel out of this? I don't remember doing so. So I'm going to come into here. Let's go to the cheats. And we're just going to hit infinite propellant. Just for remind me to turn that off. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay, all right, let's not do that. How is it not working? Let's try both. Okay. Said it would save some weight. Yeah. Okay. So we got one or two options here. I mean, I've already tried to cheat once. No, hey, screenshot. So I'm tempted just to go set position on Kerbin. Don't really care where. Ease onto ground. Don't place underwater. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. This altitude 0. There we go. We kill anyone? Are we dead yet? Easing onto the ground. Okay, so I did a cheats there. I'm gonna put up my hand. Definitely did it. You would need to hyper edit to. Well, I'm wondering why it wouldn't let me say infinite propellant. Like, what was up with that? What was up with that? We're now gonna go and check her backpack. I mean, we're not, because we're going to try and deorbit the craft first. What I'm going to do is go and find out the status of the other person's jetpack. Like, what's going on there? Why are we in big troubles? Good work, Lanley. You are the second person to cheat on the game. Have we cheated before, or did we actually not end up cheating? I remember there was a point where I was like, I think we're going to have to cheat. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It was a little while ago. It does happen occasionally. It's one of the things that I don't like cheating on my own game, right? I'm here to be like, hey, look at what we're doing, and the cheat is just like, right? Like nobody likes it. I don't like it. I really don't like it. But sometimes you just have to be like, the game busted on me, and now I want to know why. What about this one? This has got all the propellant. All right. Pause. Here you go. Check. 5 out of 5. All right. Okay. Well, I guess we're just going to accept that as that for now. It's a bit rubbish, but here's life. Let's board this up. Okay, so it turns out actually we do need to bring one up with a small one. Is that my contract failed? When did I kill this one? Oh, this was my Taurus. You know what? I'm just gonna clear all that out. No one cares about those bits, least of all me. Okay, we crewed the base. That's what we're after. Okay, we crewed the base. Whoa! What are you doing there, Pause? Back we go. Okay, hopefully now we have a contract that has just appeared in mission control. That's what we're here for, is to try and reset the contracts. Board. Close this. We're gonna go orbit, retrograde. Kerbal Space Center's just over there. We gotta go in one go. Are we just gonna slow ourselves down? We're just gonna slow ourselves down. This is going to be quite the re-entry. We might need to even drop this stage so that we can burn a bit more savagely with the landing stage. But we'll see what happens. I mean, we've got a whole bunch of parachutes. And we'll be able to fire up all the engines. As we go, like, ripping into the atmosphere at, like, what do you guys reckon? 2 kilometers per second? 3 kilometers per second? Something like that. All right, before we get onto this land, I'm going to activate all these engines around the outside. Let's just make sure that they are a thing ready to go. Okay, I'm also then going to pull down all my parachutes, and we're going to fire them off together. Okay, there's all my parachutes. Right, we are ready just to plummet. Look, there it is over there. Let's go. That little patch, that one right there. Ooh, no, not Juna. Hello, Juna's nice to see. Hello, how are you doing? 17 days until we send the voyage. 1.25. I mean, we've already burst through that. 2.3. That sounds about right. Should I use a thumper solid booster or make your own booster? If I just need to get something off the pad quicker, I always go for a solid. If I am looking to have throttle ability, then I go for the liquids. .8, 1.9, 2. It's got hot. All right, we're coming in about 2.1. So about in between both of you, to be fair. Am I bothered about the heat? 2.2. Well, we're getting hotter, though. We are getting hotter. Just going to slow us down. Cut the engines. Ah! Panic. Panic. Look ragingly out. Tell it I want to look ragingly out. Ragingly out. Are we gonna survive? I don't actually know. I feel like we're flying. Are we flying? I mean, we were. No. Oh, detach. Now that would have been a plan. Oh, what a great day I've been having. Alright, I made the save. I was umming and ahhing about whether to Alt F4 there, but when you press escape, it makes a save. So there we go. I've lost more Kerbals in the past month than I have in the past, like, I don't know, however many years. That's an interesting day I'm having. Interesting day. But more importantly, I should only have sent one person. Why did I take too many people up there? It's a good day. Mission center. No! No! Junior space station, get rid of it. Eve space station, get rid of it. Dres space station, get rid of it. Be gone. I want the moon base. Where is the moon base mission? Let's have a look in here. Return, no. Where is the bit we're looking for? Build an off-world base. All right, this one. So it may only have 3 offered active bases. I mean, I've been trying to get rid of those, so I can't really do that. Must have a scout rover deployed. I mean, is that not what we've got on the mission on the moon right now? And must not be constructing another base. What base am I building? Space Casino? Or it might be the Space Casino. That's going to take a while to do. If it's the Space Casino, oh my gosh, we need to bring all of the asteroids together. Like one of my asteroids is like a year out. Like we missed on the first approach. Did I just hit my microphone then? It sounded like I hit my microphone. We missed on the first approach with one of the asteroids. Let's go out and look. Like this guy, Artie Mouse, no. You? No. Why are you just sat out there like that though? Why haven't you come back? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting. If it's that Space Casino. I mean, to be fair, we should have finished that Space Casino a little while ago. It might be time for us to send another robot out to go capture another asteroid. Just a small one will do, right? It doesn't really matter. Hey, how are you doing? You look like you're pointed away and don't have any electric charge. You got electric charge, you got okay, can I just be like... No? Activate engine? Shut down engine? No? Okay. What are we missing here? We are missing oxid... Oh, hello. Tell me that was doing a thing. We're at the wrong side. We're at the wrong side. Where can I... Up here. Warp up there. Also kind of lacking in any sort of control system on here by the looks of it. I can't... Can anyone see any SAS unit? Let's open this up and have a look in here. What do you think? Am I moving? It's really hard to tell. Am I moving, or is that just the spin of the orbit? How about we put some throttle behind it, and then we can actually move? Yeah, something like that. All right, that's a better idea there. Let's go with that one. Okay, so this is feeling better. Let's pop some parachutes. Look how much oxidizer we got. Wow, did all these parachutes just overwhelm the sound system there? Did you hear that just like completely cut out? That was not something I was expecting. Let's try and warp a bit further around. Ooh, that's not ideal, is it? It's because we're tumbling. Okay, that's fine. To be fair, we could do worse than that. Okay, so we literally have this one chance by the look. Less than half throttle can produce 1G. We're just turning. We're just turning. We're good. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, looking at my periapsis score here, we want to bring that down. Like really bring that down. Let's press T. Circle up. Okay, we're... Oh, no! I mean, 42 kilometers into the atmosphere. That's the maximum deceleration we're going to be able to get from this craft. Where is that little bit of oxidizer? It lies. It very much lies. As we've been going through the game, and the timer counter has been ticking up here, I have noticed that we have been having a lot of inconsistencies. I don't know whether we're getting some floating point errors with, like, I don't know, what is year 9, day 373 in, like, seconds? Have we made it up to the 32-bit integer limit yet? Like, are we at billions? I don't even know what the 32-bit integer limit is at the moment. What's the biggest number in floating point that 32 bits can be? Don't know off the top of my head. Okay, if we can, I'd like to be pointing... Well, I mean, I can't tell this which way to point, but I'd really like to be pointing normal or... what's the word? Radial. If I can get normal or radial, I will be very, very chuffed with myself. Very chuffed with myself. Why does this have so much extra liquid fuel? What is that? This must have been an experiment gone wrong, right? Must have been. All right, we are in the atmosphere now. I mean, I've got a feeling we're going to end up like nosediving towards the atmosphere. We look a bit streamlined, right? We look a bit streamlined. Perhaps we're going to torpedo through. I'd really like to like tumble. If we could just tumble, get a variety of different drag situations on the go, I would be very happy with that. I don't know whether that's a thing that's actually going to happen, but I would be incredibly happy with it. Okay, looks like we're going engine first, which, yeah, that's cool. Engine first is good. But this is the angle I want to stay at. It's not going to do it, though, is it? Let's do that. Do we have any controls going down at the moment? It's hard to tell. I mean, it is trying to pitch. I don't know if that pitch is actually going to do anything, but it's trying. It's trying. Atmosphere be Bernie. Going to slam into the Kerbal Space Center. That would be hilarious. But as it is, I don't... Ah, man. Yeah, we are not... We're not going to deorbit this time. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, at least 4 orbits. That's pain. That's pain. I'll probably end up watching this outside of the stream because, yeah, that's a way to go. That's a way to go. We'll pass through this atmosphere and then I'll go and look at the asteroid craft that I was supposed to. We then need to plan out what our 4th asteroid is going to be. Ideally, one pretty close by and one pretty light. The lighter the asteroid, the easier it is to move around. I am liking the fact that we are swinging back and forth past this. Can't go over 30 parts. Yeah, I mean, you got to upgrade your VAB if you want more than 30 parts. Is that something you can do in science mode? I can't remember whether building upgrading was a thing. No, it can't be. Because to upgrade your buildings, you need money, and to do money, you're not in science mode, right? Okay, 40 kilometers down. Is this actually coming down any faster than expected? I mean, it kind of is, if I'm to be honest. It kind of is. Will that meet this? I don't know. We're at P9. Let's go all the way up to ×4 acceleration here. I think we can handle it. Weird things will happen. That is a guarantee. Look at the red up here. Says there's like missing frames going on the physics calculation, but it does mean that we get through this much quicker, much quicker. Now the question is, are we coming out the other side? I would like to argue with its estimation of 4 passes. It looks like we've already scrubbed off loads of our speed here. I'm gonna say that was because we did it at accelerated time, and thus things were a little bit weird. I mean, I do like my missions that are a little bit weird. Look at this, like the edge of the atmosphere is just like racing away from me all the time. Are we there yet? Let's go back and check our map view, or our not map view, 68, 69, 70. So turn off that one and just hit time accelerate, fastest we possibly can. Do we recognize any of this below us? Does anybody recognize? Oh, we're on the other side. Yeah, I recognize this, and there's the desert over that way. We should be seeing maybe the crater. Was that the crater over there? I don't know. Maybe it's coming up over this way. Okay, now the question is this flat front of our craft here going to be enough to bring us back this time? I think it is. I feel like this isn't modeling the craft very well. We're definitely going to crash into the South Pole if we do, though. Is that the crater? That is the crater! There we go. Boom. I knew it was coming up. I knew it was coming up. So yeah, I'm surprised that you can't go over 30 parts in science mode. Normally in science mode, it's just like fill your boots, do as much as you can. Not sure why you're filling your boots with robot parts, you know. Yeah, we're definitely coming back in one go. Look at that. It's like, I don't know. We're just gonna die, right? We're just gonna die. Question is, are we gonna crash before we hit that bit? No, we're not going to. Okay, we're going far. We're going very far. We're still going down, so that's good. But we're still traveling at 2.3 kilometers per second, and that's pretty far. I'm not sure what the radius of Kerbin is. No, not you, Kerbin. Okay, Kerbin. We got any information about you? 600 kilometer radius. Okay, well, that's like 18, 21,000, something like that around. Taking pi to be 3, of course. Oh, engine explosion. That's what I get for taking pi to be 3. Still lawn darting our way through. There is no hope of salvation for this craft. Like look at it. We are very much just gonna slam into the floor. Even using what little electric charge I have. I mean, what is there even? Do you have a react? You have a reaction wheel. Okay, so there is a thing going on over here. Not that it's doing anything. I'm trying to push into the floor. Obviously, I want this nose, well, this bit to come down, this to come up, so that we can skim our way through the atmosphere and lose as much speed as possible before slamming into the ground. But as I think we can all see, at 3 kilometers up in the ground and coming down at nearly a kilometer a second, we don't have long. We don't have long until there's going to be big problems. And here they come. Everybody ready for the problems? Boom. Absolutely no survivors. But this time, what do you mean recover? I'm going to recover whatever vessel that was. Close? Recover. Yeah. I'm not sure what it's going to try and recover. Let's try it. I bet I've broken my game. I bet just this one simple thing has absolutely fried it. It's like, you're trying to recover null value? Locking down your save. I would be so sad. Could you imagine? Oh, yeah, no, I would not be happy. It's taking a while to figure out what's going on, though. I mean, I suppose at this point in the stream, it's pretty moment. Can you make a rocket using the fuel tank FLA151S? I mean, looking at your fuel tanks, yeah, I could totally make a craft out of that. But what engine do you have, you know? What engine do you have? Let's come out here and have a look at the tracking station. I did indeed make some mention. I'm looking, do you have the Reliant? Do you have the Swivel? Do you have the Skipper? The Poodle? How'd it go to work? Missed a bit. Did we get that lander to the moon? Here, let me show you the lander on the moon. Yes, we did. Yes, we did is the quick answer there. Unfortunately, when we then went to... Yeah, this is what I want. No, that's not what we want. Wait, where were we? We were here. This guy. When we then went to take the mission to make the base, unfortunately, it's telling us that we've already accepted a make a base mission. Now, I don't think I've got a make a base mission on the go, but we do have the space casino. So it might be that. So we might need to double down and finish the space casino before we can move on to the moon base, which kind of hurts. I'll be honest with you, kind of hurts. I might just like make a mining moon base anyway. But I was then going to go see where because we got 2 asteroids in orbit around Kerbin already. We've got one. Here's the lander, and more important. Hello. There's Monarch. That's a great station. Where's Kerbin? Why can we not see Kerbin anymore? There it is. We have librated away. Look at that. Okay, so actually... Oh, no, we got the wrong one. There we go. If I was to drive up and over there... Yeah, okay, well, we gotta wait for the moon to kind of tip back. But yeah, there we go. That's a cool thing. That's a cool thing. What? Ooh, we're rolling. They see me hating. Anyway, we want to go... and have a look out in the wilds. Let's pull back. We got this guy. Look at this. This is what we're looking for. Let's switch to you. I want to know when they're coming home. This guy has been like a long-standing crew that have been out there trying to capture asteroids and bring them back. They captured one asteroid, but then kind of just like missed Kerbin. You know, as you do when you're out on a space mission and you just happen to miss the sphere of influence where you're going. So, thankfully, look at that. How long we got there? 1 year? Oh, are you kidding me? Are you actually having a laugh? Let's go to Kerbin. What is this? 1 year, 400 days? 1 year, 54 days. That's a maneuver right there. What do you mean crash from up? What is this? I got some weird stuff. I got some weird stuff going on. But the point that I'm trying to make is that this craft over here is a long way away from coming home. So I think we might need to try and find a different asteroid to bring back home. There's a few of them. Let's swap back to this craft. Let's see if we can do anything better than what we've got here. Where is the... Let's get rid of you. Where is the maneuver? There. Like, Kerbin's just over there. Why can't we... That's a whole year later. Why are we not hitting it? Quick save. I'm going to clear this. I'm going to try and figure out why we're not hitting Kerbin. Like, I don't know about you, but these look very, very close here. No, stop. Add the maneuver. That's what I want. And here's Kerbin over here. Can we get a close... There, look at that. I bet if I just... Right, so what's wrong here? Am I getting too soon? Am I getting not soon enough? It doesn't tell me. Set as target. Why was it not my target? All right, whatever. Closest approach. And that's all the way over there. Okay, so I need to dive in and go quicker. Do you see that there? There we go. That's a closer approach to Kerbin. 7 days. And that gets me in 254 days. Do you reckon I can do it with less delta V? I reckon I can do it with less delta V. Alright, I might be wrong. Okay, let's try and get that last one that I just had. So what I did was add maneuver, and I've made sure that I was coplanar. So as you can see over here, ascending node 0.2. I would like that to be 0. So let's just bring that right down like that. And that is 0.2 in the other direction. Hype. I should be able to just kind of bring that in and then slow myself down. Look, it's got the weird double splits. I hate that. Oh, it's one of the worst things. You guys ever have it where you're trying to set a maneuver node and it does that weird flicking between two different places? It really kind of irritates me. I don't. Okay, so there's an ascending node. How do we make sure? Like, look at them. That's so close. But I'm over here, so that's no good. Like this. Okay, how about that? That's much quicker. That's more fuel than I've got, unfortunately. Dang it. Oh, is that the problem? I've only got 1,000 delts. Yeah, alright, I see the problem. Thumpers. So the Terrier is for up in orbit. You have the Reliant and Swivel. So I would use your Swivel engine down at the bottom. I would then put a bunch of the largest liquid fuel tanks you have on top of that. Look at these guys. They're ready to go. They are ready to roll. Start burning 1 year. Like, what is this? 1 year is a long time in my gameplay. A long time. But I think with that, I am going to have to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys next time where we are going to bring some of the rubbish home. We're going to send the Kerbals to Moho. And we're going to find out why I can't build my base on the moon. That one really confuses me. But I will see you then. Oh, and we're going to do that. Bye. 3 tanks. Three of the largest tanks you got. Just go with that. It'll be fine. If 3 tanks isn't enough, only put 2 in. Yeah, no, it's still not letting me. Look. All right, bye.